It's fucking hot. God damn it. All right. A little bit of a skipped back day. Didn't record it. Whoops. Then I had to go to the Planet Fitness, and I didn't even want to deal with it. So, no back day for you. Whoopsie. Ah, shit. So, I just finished work. Painted some crosswalks. That's my whole deal. So, I'm going to go home, get the pre-workout all together. And then I've got arms. So, arm day. Pretty excited. Just thinking about it right now, it's getting me going. Same technique as usual. I'm going to do triceps first, then buys. I want to do some kind of overhead tricep something. Like, I don't know what though. I just did a machine, I think it was the last arm day video, which was fucking killer. It was like seated, overhead, double arm, whatever. It was great. But this gym does not have that. And I don't really care to do like, I don't know, maybe I'll do some kind of overhead dumbbell tricep extension, like one at a time like that. I don't know. I'll think about it. And then biceps, that's even simpler than fucking triceps, All I'm going to be doing is curls of whatever variation I feel like, right? So be it dumbbell curls in the beginning, it's probably a good guess on what I'm going to do. And then maybe, I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about some easy bar curls, just free weight style. I kind of like doing those. It's whatever, I'll just go by feel. But pretty much in my mind, I don't really do too much variation with biceps, like intentionally. Like, I don't do any movements where I'm trying to specifically target like I don't even know the fucking heads of the bicep, the long head, the short head. You always hear people fucking talking about that kind of shit. In my mind, I'm just trying to fucking hit the whole bicep. And if you're doing normal curls, then you probably fucking will. If your whole bicep workout is just hammer curls, that could be a little funky. I'm not really a hammer curl fan, just because you're gonna be working a lot of forearms. But as long as you're doing curls where you get your wrists or your palms facing up at the top, right? You're gonna be hitting the bicep pretty fucking well. So for whatever reason you love preacher curls, that's your go-to shit. Always get the best pump. You're strong in the movement. Spam them, you may as well just fucking do what feels good, right? So for me, I always like dumbbell curls standard, like just standing, alternating. That's pretty much my favorite. Like if I were to pick a single bicep movement, that would be the one. Just because it's it's pretty much the strongest that I can be with my biceps. Especially when I'm fresh, like I'll throw around 75s, 80s. Kind of depends on how I feel. And then once you're weak and you're going lighter, you can use I don't mind using like the 35s, doing real slow controlled reps, obviously towards the end of the workout where I've already been fatigued, but whatever. So stop yapping, get home, shower off so I don't smell like shit, and then we can get this pump started. Whoa, what a surprise. Fucking push downs to start triceps. I mean, I would say it's pretty much 90% of my tricep training is just a different variety of push downs. Like sometimes I'll throw skull crushers in, but they end up just being super hard on my elbows. So like they're good to go heavy on, but if it's at the cost of your fucking ligaments, maybe don't do them, right? But heavy cable push downs, it's never not giving me a good pump. So I'm thinking probably 3 or 4 sets here. Good squeeze in the bottom. Try to pull the bar apart. Not too complicated. I don't know what to do next, but let's move on to something else. I was looking for a good place to do skull crushers, but there was nothing. So I'll just move on to single arm cable pushdowns. I don't know. I mean, at this point, it's not like I'm trying to throw around as much weight as possible. It's more like I'm just trying to get a really good squeeze at the bottom. And with the single cable, it's perfect. So probably 2 or 3 of these. With all my single-sided movements, like if I'm doing the right arm on its own and then the left arm on its own, I always start off with the weaker side. Like those last few reps on the left arm were easier because my left tricep's just like a little bit stronger. So I hit failure-ish at 20 reps on the right. So I'm only going to do 20 on the left. So it'll kind of balance out. The rope kind of felt like trash. So I'll just go back to the straight bar. I might just finish with this, honestly. I can't really think of anything better. So, for that, how many sets have I done? 7? I don't remember. But I'll probably finish with this. Exactly like I was fucking saying in the car. You know, it's with something like chest, it's a little bit different, or legs, because you want to start off with like a heavy compound, like bench or squat. But now that I've done my heavy sets of triceps, really I'm just trying to do movements that feel good, right? Where I can get like a good squeeze, really just finish off the pump. So, as long as you do some heavy shit in the beginning for triceps, it could be whatever, skull crushers if you're into that, dips maybe, heavy push downs like I like. Once you've done the heavy shit and you're like pretty fatigued, pretty much just doing whatever movement lets you get the best burn is probably going to be most beneficial. And that's for you to decide for yourself, If somebody writes out a workout, sure, it could be a good workout. It could feel good, but it's not catered to you. Some days for me, the straight bar might feel like shit. So you got to go by feel with this sort of stuff. 3 more sets. So, gonna finish off with single arm pushdowns. And usually my logic is, right, I want to go overhand like this. You're just stronger with this, what would you call that, technique, right? But now, it's towards the end of triceps, well, literally the end of triceps. So I'm not trying to get a ton of weight moving around. I'm just trying to get a really good burning sensation, crazy pump, fill up the fucking tricep with as much blood as possible. So, lighter weight than normal, backwards, and really just trying to squeeze. I don't know. I'll get at least 20 reps here. I'll have to see. But I do like this as a finisher. I would not do this as like an opener though. you're probably just wasting energy. Because, in the beginning of your lift, you want to do shit where you're extra strong. You can move a lot of weight, right? That's why I always say you got to start off with bench for chest, or heavy rows for back, or in a second, heavy curls for biceps, right? Start off the lift heavy and end it, lighter when you're trying to just finish off the pump. Oh. Ooh. All right, triceps are fucking rock hard. Let's get some curls going. My forearms are already warm from push downs. My shoulders are warm. Like, I'm ready for curls. The only thing it wasn't warm was my biceps. So I did a set of the 30s, set of the 55s, set of the 75s. And by set, I mean not a lot of reps. Like, I did 5 reps of the 30s. I did like 3 reps of the 50s. And then I did 2 of the 75s. And based on how that felt, I think I'll just stick with the 75s. But that's still pretty heavy, right? So let's just throw them around. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fuck. Oh. I almost just guillotined my fingers by missing the rack. That's fucking scary. Okay. Why the fuck am I so blurry? There we go. So, if I were to stop that set when I couldn't get the weight up anymore without swinging, sure, it'd be a good set, probably. I could still go pretty hard. But, in my mind, I want to just fucking get as many reps as possible after I've sort of already exhausted myself, right? Like, I don't want to do all my reps fucking swinging to hell. But, if I do 5 good ones, and then to force the last, 8, so 3 reps with some swinging, I think that's the way to do it. Well, that's a way to do it. You know, there is no right, well, there's no perfect way. Let's just put it like that. So let's move on to, I don't know. I don't know what. I'll figure it out. Single arm preacher machine. Well, I guess normal preacher machine, but I'm going to do it single arm. It should feel pretty good. Oh, fuck. I was just halfway to a sneeze. What? All right. So this machine kind of sucks, but I've got preacher curls on the mind, so that's what I want to do. I mean, it's all right. It's just kind of rough, a little rough around the edges. It's got some personality. So not insane weight, but I do feel like you can get a really good squeeze with this sort of thing. So let's get at least one set, maybe two if I like it. Well, if I like it enough. So let's see how. Let's see. Okay. That was good, but I am not doing another. I'm gonna move on to something else. This gym is cool. It's old school. Fuck ton of weight. It's got good machines, but looking at Exhibit B for biceps, they're a bit lacking. They have another preacher curl machine over there, but it just sucks. It's kind of fucking weird. It's like, yeah, it's not good. And then that other one is only slightly better. It's like an F to a D. You know, that one's passing technically, but yeah. So, guess we're doing mainly dumbbells for biceps. Not gonna let that hold me back. I'm still gonna get a crazy pump, but you know, some gyms just like that's sort of why I've got a couple different memberships. Because I mean, chest, I definitely want to go here because they've got a hammer strength machine that I love, and then you know, cables, pec deck, free weights, perfect for chest. But arms, I can just go to the Planet Fitness 5 minutes away from my house because they've got dumbbells that are heavy enough for me, to use. They've got tricep. They got cables that I like. They got a dip machine I like. They've actually got like preacher curls and this seated curl machine I love. You know, so if you can manage it, yeah, a couple gym memberships might be pretty optimal. But let's get some single arm preachers going on here. This bench is definitely not made for that. It's like too fucking high. So I'm gonna move on to something else yet again. Cables have all been swiped, so let's just hit the dumbbells again. And at this point, I'm a bit weaker, so instead of the 55s, no wait, what am I saying? Instead of the 75s, let's do the 55s. No need for straps. Finally got a hold of a cable, so I'm thinking just single arm curls, really good squeeze, should get a fucking, or well, this isn't the pump, but should be a very good stepping stone to the pump, as it were. So 80 pounds on the cable stack, whatever that means. That's not really whatever. Let's throw it around. Oh. Okay. One more set. I think I'm just going to do the W bar double arm curl. Just throw the stack around and then we go check the pump. Just by feeling, it's frightening. All right. Let's check the pump, man. Fuck. Okay, the sun's kind of bleeding in from the side. That may help the lighting, that may hurt the lighting. Sometimes you never know, you know. But that was a good lift. It's not done yet, I'm still gonna do calves, but that was good. A bit on the improvisational side, though. Like, typically, I'm very well versed in the equipment that's at the gym, so I don't need a plan in my mind. I can just come in and sort of jump around whatever I know I want to do, right? Like, I've got the basic idea, but it changes day by day. You know, I don't really have like a routine or program per se. So triceps was simple enough. Push downs, push downs. but, oh, but biceps was kind of fucked up. So I did not like the preacher curl. I didn't love the single arm curls. So I just kind of had to move around. But the set still felt pretty fucking good. And as we'll see in 5 seconds, 10 seconds, depending on how fast I can get this shirt off, pump was achieved. Oop. Ah, shit. Come on, get the fuck off me. Bitch. There we go. Whew. I need to start putting ice in my jug. I'm sweating too much. It's too fucking hot. So let's see what we're working with here. That looks probably pretty good right about there. Certainly some meat floating around. Oh. Yeah. Lighting's probably better when it's dark outside, but still fucking pumped. Oh my goodness. How about this? Hold tight. We got a mystery item that's been long awaited. There we go, we're back. Oh, that's kind of freaky too. Ooh. So, what have I got? What have I got in my hands? Oh, shit. All right, let's get some numerical data. Left arm first. 20? I'm not convinced. I think probably closer to 19. But it has been a while. So maybe. I don't think so, though. Yeah, no chance, 20. Let's see, is that fair? I'm missing the peak just a little. Yeah, I wish I had a fucking gym buddy with me right now. Yeah, it's pretty fair. Yeah, all right. It's like 19 and 3/8 pumped on the left. Let's get the right one. Oh. Let's see, is that a fair measurement? You can't go crooked with this kind of shit. It's got to be like perpendicular to your arm. Oh yeah, that's fair. That's a little loose. Come on, bitch. There we go. About the same thing. 19 and 3/8 pumped. So 20 inches still eludes me. 20? 20 pumped is a big number. But 20 cold? Like wake up in the morning and your arms are 20 fucking inches? Holy shit. So, hey man, I got more milestones to reach. This, I'm not even close to the top of this mountain, if you know what I'm saying. And as long as I keep getting good pumps like this, eating all my food, getting a reasonable amount of sleep, there's nothing that's gonna stop me. So I'm gonna finish off calves. If you want to see my calf routine, just watch the last video. I'm not gonna show it every time. That would just get fucking boring. But what do you guys do for arms? I've done a variety of let's say I've done a variety of styles of arm workouts. Like for a long time I was doing like superset style arm days where I would do the same amount of volume, like 11 sets of curls and 11 sets of triceps, but I would do like push downs, then straight to curls. And then I do another set of push downs, straight to curls, back and forth like that, one set at a time. And that got me crazy pumped. Because you got to think, like, right now, my biceps are fully pumped. They're probably, I mean, they're starting to shrink now. Like, as soon as you finish your last set, you're losing your pump. But biceps are pretty pumped right now. Tries, they probably lost their pump, at least a little. So when I was doing that back and forth method, by the end, my arms were definitely more pumped. But I don't know. I kind of think now that I like to focus on one muscle group at a time and just totally thrash it before moving on to the next one. Like rather than multitask, I'd rather just put all my energy into one. And then once it's done, move on. But break down what you guys do for arms. You like starting off with biceps first? For me, I've always been a tries before buys kind of guy. But whatever, as long as you get a good pump and you go heavy, whatever your fucking workout is, it's probably going to be fucking effective. So that's probably enough yapping. Gonna hit one more pose, and then for you, we'll jump straight to the car. But for me, I'm gonna jump onto the calf machine. Perfect. Yeah, that was a good arm day. What else can I freaking say about it? So I'm extra not excited for this dextrose shake because instead of chocolate, I mixed it up with vanilla. So if you know, you know. Vanilla protein powder is often, what's a good descriptor? Horrendous? Gut wrenching, perhaps? I think you understand the idea. But as an enlightened lifter, you got to get it down. You got to get it down somehow. Actually, you know what? I didn't finish my whole jug. I'm going to use that to sort of wash the taste out of my mouth. Not much left. Not much left. Okay, it's not that bad, but you get what I'm saying. It's not awesome. Ah, oh man, yeah. I've gotten comments asking me, Sam, why don't you just sip on it? Why don't you just sip on it on the drive home? Well, because it's gross, and I don't want to sip on it. Okay, I want to be done with it. Okay. Let's just let that settle for a moment. Let's get out of here. Let's get the F out of here. I was thinking about throwing in some forearms, but I didn't. So, what are you gonna do? Tomorrow's legs. I'm gonna make sure I get a real good night's rest because, you know, if you're kind of feeling off for arm day, you know, you're not moving a ton of weight. You're not loading hundreds of pounds onto your back. You can kind of get away with not awesome preparation, right? But legs, I'd say legs and chest are the days where I feel the most fatigued if I didn't have a good night's rest the night before. You know, like I could get like total jack shit sleep and get a good arm pump, and back, I just always get good back pumps. But chest and legs, you know, if I don't get at least 6 or 7 hours, I'm not gonna be feeling the best. I'm still gonna hit it, but you get what I'm saying. So honestly, I don't know if I want to keep doing arms here, just because, uh, you know, the Planet Fitness that's closer to my house, it's got better. I mean, for me, it's better equipped. So I think next arm day is going to be at Planet Fitness. I'm trying to see the lights without fucking blinding myself. Uh, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing special about this gym for an arm day. You know, arms for me is just dumbbells and cables, and a few machines, of course. So Planet Fitness is perfectly. What was that? I don't want to say equipped again, but you get what I'm saying. So let's think about this. What are you thinking about mid lift? Right? I've brought this up before, but it's been a while, and I know if decent amount of you guys haven't seen like every video. So, what are you thinking about mid lift? What's like your motivation? Okay, and there's a few that are pretty common, or at least often referenced. Everybody knows about the like, oh, my girlfriend just broke up with me. Now I'm going hard in the gym, or that kind of shit, or I don't know, whatever. Like, mate, you're upset about something, and that's why you're going hard. I mean, there's nothing. I don't know. There kind of is something inherently wrong with that in a sense, but let's kind of get into it. I I just think that kind of messes with your mind. You know, if I've got shit going on, right? I want to be an enlightened lifter, so I try not to let it. What's the word? What am I trying to think of? I don't want to say infect. Whatever. I try not to let it, stay in the front of my mind when I'm trying to hit a lift. You know, this is when I go to the gym. The best lifts are the ones where you almost don't think about anything, right? Like, you're not thinking to yourself, "Oh man, how much longer? Oh, how many more sets do I have? Oh, geez." Like, the best lifts when you're totally in the zone, you just got your music playing, you're not scrolling Instagram, you just you do your set, you sit down, you take a breath, you drink your drink, you do another set, and then you just keep going, 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 going. You're going hard. Like those are the best. Those lifts almost feel like they're over in an instant, right? And I would say that's probably the best state to be in. I thought I was going to hiccup. At least for the most part, as long as you're actually going hard, right? If you've got, so for me, how I sort of look at it is if you're relying on external motivation for your lifts, it's just not conducive to long. Whoops. Yeah. So like I was saying, oh shit, what was I just fucking saying? My phone just kind of fucked up. Somebody called me. Her motivation. Yeah, yeah. If you're relying on external motivators to lift, what are you lifting for somebody else? You're trying to make progress to, appeal to someone else's ideology, or you want to get back at someone by like, I'll show them, I'll show them by getting huge. I mean, good for you. Everybody's got their own kind of backstory per se, but I mean, for me, the simpler you can make it, the better. So, if you just want to get big for its own sake, then that's as much motivation as you need. That's as much as I need. So, that's why I fucking put so much energy into it. Uh, who knows? Maybe there's some deeper subconscious level shit that just isn't surfacing. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, that's kind of how I think about it. It's like, I want to get big. I know what I got to do to get big. I'm going to do it. You know? So like if you catch yourself thinking like, okay, once I get this big, I'll show them, or they'll see. They'll see what they missed. It's it's, you can think that. You're not wrong for thinking that. But I don't know, you kind of are wrong for thinking that. I'm not a psychologist, so do whatever you want. But for me, that's kind of silly. Like, if I see one of my gym bros, or like some guy I know in the gym bro is kind of a funny term, and it's like, he's in. I've seen it before, like girl trouble, and it's legit like demon mode, no smiling, no nothing. Like when I look at that, I'm like, oh geez, that guy is fucked up. You can't maintain that state forever. So clearly, it's not a great state to be in, right? Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm trying to say, right? It's like that's a pretty good example of how it's not conducive with longevity, right? If you're going into the gym every day and you're just totally pissed, upset, you know what I'm saying? Come on, that just sucks, right? You're gonna go and have a good time. So ideally, putting in effort in the gym and going hard, that is a good time for you, right? That's sort of the mental state that you should strive to acquire, if you kind of understand what I'm saying, right? Rather than sort of think about a specific end goal you want, right? If you can sort of rewire your brain somehow, I don't know how to do it exactly, right? But if you can manage to be content just by making progress, right? Like if at the end of the day you went to the gym, you counted your calories, you got some good sleep, you took your vitamins, that sounds like you're on track to me. That sounds like you're about to make some gains, right? And that's the best state you can be in. So whether or not you took something out of that, still a good arm day. So home, food, then I get to sleep in because it's the weekend, which is going to be fucking sweet. And full day of eating, it's on my mind. I haven't forgotten about it. Just keep a freaking eye out. So I will see you next time.